In a previous posting, I referenced you are the business and you are the businessman conversation. I want to drill down a bit more on that. One of the attributes of solid people, and certainly the ones that I want to spend time and effort with and in, and interestingly enough, one of my rules of operating in this business is only work with and for people that I want to. That's another conversation at another time. But I want to work with quality people. I want to work with people for whom I want to try and be better, so that my aggregation to their lives, my measure of 5 people around them, I'm adding to that sum. I want to help you be better, and I want to be better for you, so we get this wonderful virtuous cycle going on. Let me give you a few observations as relates to leaders in this industry that reflect a little bit of that personal brand building. I call it my receptionist rule. I am always, it's a bit of a game, I'm always super nice to the receptionist. Now, she, sorry to be sexist, but usually they're girls, is probably at the lowest point of the corporate totem pole. But she's the gatekeeper. And so you're always super nice to the gatekeepers because they allow you access, they can keep you waiting, they can make the phone call to get so-and-so to come get you, but they're just not there, sorry about that. And you all know someone that treats those order takers, the receptionists, the whoever, the low in the totem poles folks with disdain. My suggestion is the measure of your quality is how you treat those people that apparently, organizationally, can add no value to you. First comment, they can always add value to you. Second comment, be the kind of person that whether they add value or not, you treat them like kings or queens, because that's the kind of person you are. Second phenomenon, the kiss up, kick down one, where it's always nice and big hugs and peace, love, and Bobby Sherman up for someone that can do something for you that you want, but those that are south are kind of kicked down on. I notice this particularly, if I can get too pointed, in the way that, and I put this in quotation marks, some leaders in this industry, dare I say in this company, treat our corporate people. I watch as they interact with them. I've been in meetings where frankly they're just abusive. I've seen emails that I would be horrified to receive and embarrassed to send. I've listened in and been part of phone calls, or I've watched the visceral reaction of some of our corporate partners when certain names are mentioned as to, ooh, not that person. Don't be that guy. Don't be that gal. Our corporate people are our partners. I don't care if they're the receptionist, the warehouse worker, the marketing folks, the customer service people on the phone, the grand poobahs in the corner office. I could care less. Treat them all the same, not because necessarily they can do more or less for you, because that's who you are. Don't kiss up and kick down. Don't stratify your relationships. Treat everybody, as the Hard Rock Cafe t-shirt says, love all, serve all. Great rule of life. The other thing in terms of building your personal brand is, which feeds into these things, are you consistent? Do your people, do your corporate partners, do your friends and family always have a fairly comfortable feel about what version of you they're going to find? Yes, you've got good days and bad days, but are they variations on a theme? Are you within, mathematically, one standard deviation of your normal? Or are you way over here one day, super excited and happy because good things were happening, external stimuli made it good, and way over here, three standard deviations the other way because external stimuli made it bad, and you take it on those around you? Be consistent. Be that steady metronomic rhythm that whenever the phone rings and it's you, I know which version of you you're going to get because it's consistent. Don't be way over here one day and way over here the next day. I used to have a boss back in my corporate days that was completely inconsistent. Drove me nuts. And I would have a bit of news or a bit of update for him, and I would take it to him, and I remember one particularly, I was like super nervous, but this is not good news. How am I going to, I don't know how to share this with him. Went in there in fear and trembling, spent a whole day psyching myself up for it, and it was like, oh, no big deal, whatever, and don't worry, but here's what you need to do. Great, I'll take that. A few weeks later, I had a bit of good news. Took it into him, and he just exploded. I'm like, What happened is what I call the big cog theory. I just disengaged. I just avoided engaging with them. Now, I needed to in a corporate world, but I did everything I could to avoid it because I couldn't handle the inconsistencies. I didn't care if it was positive or negative. I just wanted it to be consistent, so I knew how to interact with that individual. So be consistent with our corporate partners, with your upline, with your downline. Yes, there's good news and bad news, but handle it emotionally in a consistent way. The other one is, which is a summary of all this, is are you attractive? Do people want to hang around with you? Do you find yourself at conventions and everybody's sitting by yourself at lunch? Do you find people seeking you out and seeking your company and your counsel and your advice? That's an indicator of where you are in terms of your personal brand. Now, I'm not suggesting every time you should have a crowd or a mob around you, but what I'm saying is take note of who reaches out to you and who doesn't. One of the things I need to work on, my wife gives me a hard time about this all the time. My resting face is a bit of a frown. And I joke with her, I say, well, that's my thinking face. I'm concentrating, I'm thinking. She said, well, you look mean. And so I'm trying to smile more. I'm trying to be more attractive, more engaging. So people want to engage with me. They're not put off by the vision they see of me. I'm very, very mindful of the language I use. Try to be much more gracious, much more, because I am now, grandfatherly in the language I use and the approach I take, so that I'm more attractive. My job is to help people. My job is to work with and for people. My downline, corporate folks, other folks in the universe. We're all a team. We're moving forward. I want to be consistent. I want to be attractive. I want to be respectful. I want to be professional. I want to be positively accretive to their lives, no matter who they are, from the receptionist all the way on up to the corner office. Ponder on that. If you need to send that nasty email, don't. If it feels good to type it, then type it. Then sleep on it, then delete it, and make it a phone call. If there needs to be a firm conversation, have it be a firm conversation. But there are firm conversations that can be had in a very pleasant, polite, positive, supportive, partnership level way. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Be that person that you wish you were and be working towards that all the time. Build your brand. Be known for what you want to be known for, not for what you'd rather not be known for. Something to think about.